What's up? Welcome back, everyone. So sometimes you're in class and you do these moves that take up a lot of space, but then you arrive at the socials, at the parties, and they're packed and you have no space to dance. How do you handle that? What do you do? How do you adjust your dancing? What are some fun moves that you can add in? That's what we're talking about today. All right, I have Emily Sanchez here helping me today again, and we're talking about how to dance on a crowded dance floor. So some tips for you. So a lot of people think it's the lead's job to do everything, which is obviously not true because there's two people. But as a lead, you really need to take care of your partner and be conscious of that. But it's also your partner's job not to do crazy, weird things that put her in danger. So you're also responsible for your self-follows. So first thing the lead needs to do is be aware of the space. So as you're dancing with your partner, look around you. Are there bodies flying over there? Is there someone coming close to you there? Is there someone coming up behind you? You have to be dancing with your partner, but also keeping an eye on the space, yeah? Because it's constantly changing. Especially if you're dancing linear salsa and you have people doing things like this. Like, people do that on the dance floor. Like, there's some people with less experience and less awareness of other people, and they'll throw themselves into you. So if you're not ready to protect your partner, you might get hit. So I'd say the first thing is, guys, leads, have an awareness of the space, follows as well. So for example, if I'm dancing with my partner and I'm doing a movement and I'm about to step back and maybe someone moved into my space, the follows, you can give your partner a squeeze or look them in the eye, and you can stop them from moving if they're about to hit someone. That's okay too. It doesn't matter. The dance doesn't have to be perfect. You'll find your timing again and no problem, okay? So if you're gonna hit someone, like if we're going this way and I see someone's gonna hit my partner, I'll just stop her. Because it's much better to stop the dance than for her to get an elbow in the face, which is very possible. Okay, so first tip beyond just having awareness of the space, nice small steps. If you do a cross-body lead, make it nice and small. You don't need to do big cross-body leads and boom, oh, she just ran into someone. Okay, so nice small steps. Typically, rotational styles tend to work better in tight spaces. So dancing more like a Cuban or a Colombian rotational style with moves like this works pretty well. If you only dance kind of linearly and you don't know how to dance like a Colombian style or Cuban style, that's fine. Again, small steps, small cross-body leads. We can even share the center. So right now, I'm the center and I'm making my partner cross in front of me, right? What I can do is we can share the center and just switch places. So we can do this, 1, 2, 3, and then I move that way, 5, 6, 7. And let's try this. Let's stay within these 4 squares and do a cross-body lead. Cross-body lead, I switch with my partner. So we're barely taking up any space, but we're still dancing in this kind of linear fashion, okay? Next, when you do something like an open break, it's gonna have to be really, really tight. You don't wanna take big steps and open up if you don't have space, okay? So you might wanna avoid the open break altogether, but if you're gonna do one, keep your arm bent, nice, small open break. Nice and small, bring your partner around, nice small steps. Now, when you're dancing with beginners, it gets tricky because the beginners have less awareness of the space. So for example, this happens to me all the time, and if you see a beginner doing this, you have to change what you're doing so that they don't get hurt. So sometimes if I do a cross-body lead with an inside turn, the follow just, I want her to go here, but she goes way over there. So she's gonna go crazy. And they take themselves over there, even though I didn't ask for that. And so if you're dancing with a beginner who does that, you need to be a bit more, not forceful, but clear that you're gonna turn on the spot and you're gonna put the hand on the back to make sure she doesn't go that way, and then you have two hands on her, and you can control her exit better. Now, if she's someone who loves to fly away from you, you definitely don't wanna do a free turn, because then it's gonna be like you're at the bowling alley and you're sending a ball just to knock over all the pins. So if you're with a beginner partner who just likes to hurl herself that way, don't do free turns, okay? And you might find yourself just dancing with your partner and doing a cross-body lead in the closed position so that you can control where they go and dance kind of more on the spot. So here are some of my favorite things to do if I have to really, really dance on the spot and I can't move around. So we'll do a basic just right on the spot. Again, let's try and use these 4 squares and not much else. So basic on the spot. I can do front and back basic. We can do kind of this cumbia basic on the spot. And then when we're doing this, I like this basic. I'm gonna give you this example, or this angle. If we do this basic and to the side, so if I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, I like to also rotate and do this basic. Has a nice kind of feel to it. Doesn't take up a lot of space. Okay, you could do a little cross-body lead. We could do a right turn or a left turn. And as we're dancing, I can maybe give just a little arm loops for my partner, or I can give myself arm loops, head loops, things like that. I can put one behind my head and give her a little turn. Again, we're not taking up much space doing that. And if you know the rotational movements, like the change of place, or shoulder catches, enchuflas, ochos, you can do those, and they don't take up very much space. We're pretty much dancing right in this little area. So those would be my biggest tips for you on the dance floor, and it's really helpful if you practice being aware of your space, and even if you have space, kind of controlling your use of it, because a lot of times, I mean, especially here in Medellin and in Latin America, the dance floors are full, and you can go to a bar and you literally you can't even do this. Like, you're literally just stuck to your partner and dancing like this because there's no space. So it's good to become, more versatile in terms of being able to control yourself and having lots of space if it's there, but only using a tiny bit of space if there isn't any. So there you go. Hope this tip helps. Thanks, Emmy. Have an awesome day. I hope you enjoyed those tips on how to dance on a crowded dance floor, because if it hasn't happened already, it's going to happen. You're gonna go to a bar, a party, and it's gonna be completely packed, and now you have tips you can use to have more fun. If you're looking for any more information on how to become a better social dancer, how to improve faster, what to practice when you're alone, what to practice when you're with a partner, check out our online programs for salsa and bachata. You can try them free for a week. The amount of detail will literally blow your mind, and we can't wait to help you improve faster. If you have any ideas for my next videos, comment below. I would love to hear them, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.